In this video, we're going to look at the answer for the Got It number 2 in lesson 9.1, which is about translations, which are slides. On the coordinate plane, they move every point of the figure the same distance in the same direction, so they stay the same size as well. The Got It number 2 says PQRS is a parallelogram. Use arrow notation to write a rule that describes the translation of PQRS to P prime, Q prime, R prime, S prime. Okay, remember the arrow notation shows you what is the horizontal change, how much is the figure moving left or right. If it moves left, you're subtracting. If it moves right, you're adding to the x coordinate. And then we can figure out what's the vertical change on the coordinate plane. Is it moving up, which means you would add to the x coordinate, or is it moving down, which means you would subtract the x coordinate? Okay. So here, we know that the arrow notation is going to start with an x comma y, because you're going to take whatever your coordinate is, your x comma y, and we have to figure out how are we going to be moving it across the coordinate plane. We have to figure out which of these is our original figure. And it looks like it's this one, because this figure has the prime notation, which means this is the image, this is the second figure. So we have P, Q, R, S, and then P prime, Q prime, R prime, S prime. And we know that this is a translation, which means that all of the points are going to move in the same direction and the same distance, which means let's just check one point to see what our rule is for this translation. So might as well do P. It's the first point in our parallelogram. So we have point P, we have to go from here to here because this is P prime. First, we want to see what's going to happen to my x. What's going to be the horizontal change? So are we moving left? I'm sorry, guys. Are we moving right or are we moving left to get from P to P prime? Well, let's see. It looks like we move to the right. We move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units to the right. So hold on. And then, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units right, and then 1, 2 units up. Right, that's how we get from P to P prime. We go 6 units to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 units up. So now to write the rule, the horizontal change, which is your x, is 6 units right. The word right means you're adding. And then the y is the vertical change. It's like the y-axis. And it goes 2 units up. Remember, up means to add. So here's our rule. We take our x coordinate, and since the horizontal change is 6 units right, we are adding 6. And then we have to take our y coordinate for this translation, and since it's 2 units up, we are adding 2. Okay, so here's our rule right there. Let's do the check. Point P starts at coordinates. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, -3, 1, 2. -3, 2 is where P starts. And when it's translated to P prime, what we have to do is we have to plug in to our rule. We take our x value, which P starts at -3, so we plug it in. So it's -3 plus 6, comma, and then it's y plus 2, so let's plug in our y value. 2 plus 2. So we're taking our P, our x and our y and our P, and we're plugging it in to our rule to get P prime. So P prime should be at the coordinates, well, our x-coordinate is going to be negative 3 plus 6, which is 3. And our y-coordinate is 2 plus 2, which is 4. So this is where our p prime point should be at 3, 4. Let's check to make sure that that's correct. So we have to do get the coordinates for p prime. It's at 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is at the ordered pair 3, 4. So this rule works. And if you checked for all of them, if you checked, you plugged in the rule for Q to get Q prime, R to get R prime, and S to get S prime, if you plug them all into rule, they would all check. All right, because a translation moves all of the points in the same distance in the same direction. All right, now you want to go on Digits and complete the class work before you create your own example.